This is the story of two friends who were talking about their partner. They were talking and laughing. Opposite them, an old man was walking. He was very weak and old and tired. He was walking with the last of his strength, and the ladies were still talking, laughing, gisting over their partner, walking towards the old man. They were having fun, and the old man was walking all by himself. The old man was very tired, as he was very old and hungry as well. They were laughing and did not notice the old man. They were having fun, enjoying themselves and talking about their partner. The old man was still walking towards them while they gisted about how their partner acts, how their partner treats them, and the funny things about their partner. They were walking towards the old man while talking and gisting about how their partner behaves. It was very fun while the old man was walking opposite them. They did not notice the old man and they did not greet and laughed past him. So the old man thought they were mocking him and he shook his head. He turned to them and mistakenly his stick fell and could not walk anymore. And they were mocking him, saying, "What is the problem of this old man? Who is going to help him now that his stick has fallen?" The friends were arguing over if to help or not to help the old man pick up his stick. So they left the old man while the old man was pleading and begging that he could no longer walk and he needed to pick up the stick. He was so old and he could not bend down his waist properly to pick up the stick. So he begged them and he was still begging them. He was standing and almost falling because he could not stand or move without that stick. The two friends argued over what to do to the old man. One of them later had empathy and sympathy for the old man and walked towards him to help him pick up the stick. He picked up the stick and gave it back to the old man and told the old man to be careful not to fall the stick again. She had sympathy for the old man because she had a grandfather as well. The other friend was telling her that your help and your good will put you in trouble because she had no sympathy in her. So she walked towards her friends and the old man was walking. But then the old man turned and called her back. "Please come, my dear. Good girl, please come." So she told her friend to wait and went back to meet the old man who had called her. So she was surprised as to why the old man had called her. So the old man told her that when you get home, your neighbor is going to give you food. Your neighbor is your friend, you like him, but please do not eat that food. Do not eat that food. It's going to poison the food. There's something that he wants to do with that poison in that food. The poison is not to kill you, but there's something he wants to do. So don't eat that food. So the girl thanked the old man. I was wondering food and neighbor. And then the old man left and she went back to meet her friend. They were still arguing about the fact that she went back to help the old man, and her friend was telling her that you're good, we put you in trouble. So they left and they were close to their house. Her friend was telling her that you'd always like to do good, your good will put you in trouble. You do good always. And her friend was saying that yes, it is good to be good. So they got home, her friend left and the good girl went into her house. She closed the gates and was walking towards her house. While she was walking, she was thinking about it, and then the neighbor came out from his apartment with the food, saw her walking into her house, and then called her name, "Neighbor." And she was surprised and happy to see the neighbor because they were friends. So she walked towards the neighbor, and then the neighbor walked towards her with the food that he had bought for her. She was smiling, and then he told her, "Neighbor, I bought you food. You know, I promised I was going to buy you food." She was happy and she bought her the food. The neighbor told her that you would like it, it's very delicious, and then he gave her a hug. And then he was looking at her with an evil eye that his plans was going to succeed. She opened her gates, walked into her apartment while the neighbor was still looking at her that he had actually succeeded with his plans. And then as she wanted to go into her house, she remembered what the old man had told her about her neighbor giving her food when she gets home. Please don't eat that food. Make sure you do not eat that food. In whatever you do, do not eat that food that your neighbor is going to give to you. So she remembered what the old man had told her and warned her about. And then She brought her the food to see. Few minutes before then, the neighbor had actually poisoned this food that he was going to give to his neighbor, not because he wanted to kill her, but because he wanted to sleep with her. He liked her and she had refused dating him, so he had actually poisoned his food so he would sleep off, and then he would go into her apartment to sleep with her while she's not aware. So that was the plan of the neighbor before giving her that food. If you are enjoying this video, please do well to share this video. Tell us where you are watching from. We love you so much so that we can send you a hug. That was how the old man saved this girl from this neighbor's plans. If you enjoyed this video, tell us where you are watching from so that we can send you a big hug. We love you and God bless you.